Hello, and welcome to the third quarterfinal. This edition is going as crazy as expected. Let me call everyone one by one. The first contestant has been here several times before. You saw him in offline edition, also in the Mumbai edition very recently, which he won. Give it up for Abish Matthew.
Hey,
welcome, Abish. Oh, crazy chai time with KV. Yes.
Chai time.
Welcome, Abish. Welcome. On that note, going to Gujarat now, because why not? Everyone is going to Gujarat these days. But the funniest person you'll ever meet. You've seen him so many times on this channel. You've seen him on KVizzing earlier. Give it up for Chirayu.
Hello. Thank you.
Welcome,
मैंने भी आपका फोटो लगाया था बैकग्राउंड में, but वो पेंटर ने कलर कर दिया था.
Yes, people who missed Chirayu's impression of Arjun Rampal recently on our channel, please go and check it out. And if public wants it, Chirayu can do a couple of lines Arjun Rampal now also.
आप लोग स्लैम बुक पे जाके देख सकते हैं. बदतमीज ऑडियंस.
Oh, wow.
This is like अभी अर्जुन रामपाल से भी ये मिमिक्री नहीं होता है, so it is safe.
You know, I don't know how accurate or inaccurate this is. It just sounded
That's the
like
beauty.
you.
क्योंकि उसको देखने के लिए आपको अर्जुन रामपाल को देखना पड़ेगा. So that's the game.
Okay. On that note, like, I know KVizzing is all about fun facts. I'll share a fun fact. The first ever comedy show I ever saw, like in person, first ever, was a show in St. Andrew's Auditorium, Bandra in 2015 or 14, which was a Son of Abish show hosted by, of course, Abish Matthew. And the guest on that show is the next guest on this panel, one of the most awaited KVizzing debuts of all time. Give it up for Jose.
Oh no!
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh
Crap. I spent hours setting this up to cheat, and I cannot believe I did this. Oh God, bloody hell! अभी इसको निकाले कैसे? वो अलग story. मिल गया.
Welcome, Jose. Welcome.
Damn it! I'll have to keep my hands up like this.
Okay. On that
Thank
note,
you, sir.
welcome, Jose. Our last contestant in this quarterfinal, obviously, she's been on KVizzing right from the first edition. One of the most popular contestants again. Give it up for Sulagna.
Woo!
Wow.
Hello.
Oh my God, I'm just too excited because I'm too nervous. Like I'll just keep going.
Okay, let's have fun. Abish, Chirayu, Jose, Sulagna. First question of the third quarterfinal. This is for Abish. Okay, we are in Bollywood for the first question. Abish, I've given you a bunch of songs. You need to tell me what is it that connects these songs? Like what is common to all these songs and only these songs? This is an exhaustive list. There is Roop Tera Mastana. There is Dil Aisa Kisi Ne Mera Toda. There is Khai Ke Paan Banaras Wala. There is Hazaro Rahein Mud Ke Dekhi. Then there is Ghungru Bandh Meera Nachi Thi. Then Agar Tum Na Hote. Then there is Manzile Apni Jagah Hai. And then there is Sagar Kinare. Okay. So out of these 8 songs, and these are the only 8 songs in a list. That is what exhaustive list means. What is common to these 8 songs?
Wow. Man, I feel like this question was made for Prashasti. Like specifically, and you're asking me. I know one song, Roop Tera Mastana, Dil Aisa Kisi Ne Mera, Ke Paan Banaras Wala. Okay, so connect these songs. Well, space nikal ke to nahi na. Connect these songs. Roop Tera Mastana, Khai Ke Paan Banaras Wala. Which together form an exhaustive list. So exhaustive list means that this is it. There's no more.
Yes. I'll just clarify for the audience also, because exhaustive is a word we keep using in KVizzing. For instance, if someone says these are all Bollywood songs, that's also common. But then in that list, there'll be like thousands of other songs. But what is this list all about? That there are only these 8 songs in that list.
Okay. I'm ready to not waste your time anymore.
No.
And much like every answer I give, this is the confidence with which I'll give it to you. Okay, this is
Yeah.
my deduction because I have no idea. Roop Tera Mastana is a song that I like. The rest of them are songs I don't know. So it can't be an exhaustive list of that.
Mhm.
But I do remember that Pag Ghunguru Bandh and Khai Ke Paan and the movie. I would say these are
Go for it. Go for it.
these are Amitabh Bachchan songs that it can't be exhausted, but it's Amitabh Bachchan in these songs. Amitabh, I'm trying to read KV's expression and trying to understand if it's close. Is it considered
No.
cheating if I'm changing my answer according to his expression?
At this point,
I'm
KV
just-
Ajit
should
mat
go.
bol
Are you
dena bas.
sure? Lock
I'm
kiya
just
jaye.
I'm just imagining a pug wearing ghungru and dancing. I don't know why. It's just something which I can't.
No, nothing to do with Amitabh. We'll go to Chirayu.
Thank you.
मेरे को जो कॉमन लग रहा है कि लिरिसिस्ट सारे सिंगल टाइम है, सो मे बी ऑल किशोर कुमार सॉन्ग्स विथ डिफरेंट लिरिसिस्ट इन लाइक कितने साल है, 16 साल.
Good track, Chirayu. So I'll give you a chance to improve. These are all Kishore Kumar songs. So Kishore Kumar is one connect for sure. Something to do with Kishore Kumar. But what do you think कि ये सारे किशोर कुमार के गाने हैं, but how are these 8 songs different from like thousands of other songs that Kishore Kumar sang? I'll give you one more chance to improve with the Kishore Kumar track.
पता ही नहीं चल रहा आप ऐसा तारीफ कर रहे हो या फिर
नहीं किशोर कुमार का
नहीं
ही
सोच रहा
connect है.
हूँ. Were these recorded in one go?
No, but I'll come back to you, Chirayu. Going to Jose.
Okay, I'll end this here because I have the answer. These are all songs I've cried to. No? Okay, that's not the answer then but that is true. Especially Khai Ke Paan Banal. Kishore Kumar track, not all one take. Is it he used a solo on all the tracks?
No, going to Sulagna.
Is it the list of next Missart lyrics?
Oh!
Okay. Kishore Kumar songs I knew, but abhi Kishore Kumar songs which made him win Filmfare.
Beautiful. Perfect answer. That's the answer I was looking for. Perfect
Bach
answer.
gaya.
These are songs for which Kishore Kumar won a Filmfare Award. As simple as that. These are Kishore Kumar songs.
Sulagna. Tuck. We are तो just going to be doing this.
आंसर का भी पॉइंट मिल गया और वो जोक मार के एंटरटेनमेंट पॉइंट वाला
I know.
ये
Like
हम लोग
at
का
least-
strategy है.
At least Sulagna, leave it for us, yeah. Please,
Arey,
like.
I'm married to comedian. I'm from the film industry. What to do?
Oh man, that's true. Blended.
Best of both worlds.
Okay, I'm giving 2 to Chirayu for Kishore Kumar Connect. In case
Hey,
nobody got
thank
a
you.
specific answer, I would have given more to Chirayu, but Sulagna got the perfect answer. So 8 to Sulagna for this. Songs for which Kishore Kumar won a Filmfare. Sulagna gets 8, Chirayu gets 2, which means the next direct will be to Abish.
Again.
Okay, Abish, we are talking about a certain pop culture mystery / theory. Okay, so a
Hmm.
certain guy is explaining this. Dash explained his certain choice on a fan site in 1993. I mean, the choice was made earlier. Don't get confused with timeline. This was just his interview ka timeline. Dash explained his choice on a fan site in 1993, debunking several fan theories about his fascination with X. He said, and I quote, "The answer to this is very simple. It was a joke. It had to be a dash, an ordinary, smallish dash. And I chose that one. Binary representations, base 13, Tibetan monks are all complete nonsense. I sat at my desk, stared into the garden, and thought, X will do. I typed it out, end of story." What pop culture mystery theory are we talking about? So obviously there is some mystery theory, but this is the guy who actually did something or coined something or made something. And he's explaining, he's saying all these binary representation based 13 Tibetan monks are all nonsense. Answer is very simple. It was just a joke. It had to be a dash. The dash I can't say, an ordinary smallish dash. So I just looked at the garden, thought this will do. I typed it out. There's no theory as such. What are we talking about?
Oh my God, this, I am so clueless. If I read this out of context, it just seems like a tweet that Trump and Elon Musk had a baby and they tweeted it. That's how random words are presented in front of me. What is a Tibetan monk doing in front of binary representation? And who is a dash of who? Is a dash of what? This is metaphysical. Okay, I have to do it as character. Okay, the answer is very simple. It was a joke. It had to be a dash, an ordinary smallish dash, and I chose that one. Binary representation based 13 Tibetan monks, all a complete nonsense. Armandas stared at the garden and threw out X will do, and thought X will do. I typed it out in the story.
Is that helping, Abish?
This was mostly an audition tape. If you're watching, these are my profiles.
And Jose was like
My job.
exactly like a therapist would be. Is that helping a bit?
Is that helping you? Wow.
Why do you do that, Abish?
Why do you do that, Abish?
I
Oh,
feel like
man.
even I've heard this. The answer to this is very simple. It was a joke. It had to be a joke. It's an ordinary. But I'm trying to figure out who said this.
Think about it. Tell me.
No, please don't answer.
Okay. Oh, sorry. My
That's
hands
the
are up
only
at
thing.
least.
As if I would know the answer.
Okay. It had to be done.
Hmm.
I see. The thing is, I've never said pass, so I am sorry. I have to commit to it. You see.
Yeah.
Here it is.
And X is a dash, if that helps. For
Yeah.
example, if the dash is, again, just as an example, dash is food,
Hmm.
then X is dosa,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
X is a
Okay.
specific dash.
But related to dash,
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
like
probably.
a subcategory of dash.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
In fact, one specific dash, like if the dash is humans, then X is like either Sulagna or Jose, like it's
Like it's
This
like
is
proper noun
exhaustive.
versus noun.
Yeah.
Almost like
proper noun now.
That's a noun. Okay.
Let's go with it.
By the way, great discussion. What was the question? Okay, I'm just gonna say it out loud because my brain is thinking it had to be a dash, an ordinary smallish dash. My answer is going to be prank. Never mind. Continue.
Okay, going to Chirayu.
ये कौन सा पॉप कल्चर है पता नहीं, मेरा तो नहीं है ये. पास.
Okay, going to Jose.
Dignified.
It had to be a person.
No. Going to Sulagna.
Uh,
Sorry, Jose, are you adding something to that?
I thought I was.
Yeah. You can say.
No.
Okay.
No, of course I
Going to
wasn't.
Sulagna.
Is it the Hitchhiker Galaxy towel wala theory? The towel thing. Am I close? No.
Hmm.
He doesn't know if you're close. You're that close.
दुविधा में डाल दिया मैंने केवी को. धर्म संकट.
Okay, I can give you part point for hitchhikers now, but I'll give you a chance to improve your answer.
Hitchhiker.
It
Yeah.
had to be a dash. And what is that mystery theory that people talk about?
Oh, now this makes sense at least. I still don't know the
More or
answer, but
less.
I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Thank you, Sulagna, for being smart.
No, I don't remember the. I remember reading this, but I thought it's the towel thing, but it's not.
All points you give will be done, literally, because
Thank
you
God we have
started.
Sulagna in our team.
I hope she doesn't get it because then I get the first question again. Oh no.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'll not waste time.
Okay, so you're
Hitchhikers.
stopping at hitchhikers and towel. Okay, we'll go again one more round. So hitchhikers is a good track to think. Now think of this whole discussion amongst hitchhikers fan that okay, we are talking, the dash is a number. So we'll take one more round starting with Abish. So it was a joke. It had to be a number, an ordinary smallish number. And I chose that one. binary representations, base 13, Tibetan monks are all complete nonsense. I sat at my desk, stared into the garden and thought, X will do. X is a number. So we'll take one more round with what number associated with hitchhikers is
Man. Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, so I know I have to choose one of the numbers and I'm getting confused between one. Dash explained, I think it's Joyce on the fan side with his fascination with the number.
So that dash is Douglas Adams. I'm giving it out.
Yeah,
Douglas
okay,
Adams,
that you're giving.
creator
Oh,
of-
just the number.
just the number.
I know who's next after me.
Chirayu.
Chirayu, you're welcome if I get this wrong. It's the I'm going to say it is because my memory is failing me. Is it 47?
No, passing to Chirayu.
पास मेरे को नहीं देना चाहिए था,
Okay.
नहीं पता है.
Passing to
Take
Jose.
it. Take it.
God damn it.
Take it. It's in your hands. Take it. I gave it to you. I gave it to you.
Did you? What? Come on. Can you make a hand sign like that? Something? Anything? What did he
My
say? He said
question
47, no?
He
Abish
said
said-
47. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sulagna is waiting like a cheetah.
No!
She's just like,
Know the answer? Because then
I'm thinking how many numbers are there?
How many numbers? That's a good start.
ए, हम लोग 1 से लेके 1000 तक बोलेंगे तो एक तो राइट निकलेगा.
yeah, I'm trying to. Man, whenever KV asks these questions about films you watched again and again and again, na, what was the number they were? 7.
Not 7, going to Sulagna.
I mean, I was not 7 is what I was going to say. And
Sulagna.
Oh God, I'm confused between two. Not two.
Nice, nice.
Okay, is it 0? Because I
No.
don't remember.
Okay, so we'll close this. We'll give 3 to Sulagna for getting hitchhikers. The answer is 42.
42.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was
47
saying.
was so good.
Yeah. So essentially, if you're a hitchhiker
Oh.
fan, if you read Hitchhiker or watched it, so throughout the book, like the answer to life, universe, and everything is 42.
42.
That's the answer. And then people keep discussing over years as to why it's 42. And there are like multiple theories about why 42 is
And-
the answer. And this is Douglas Adams saying there's no theory. It's just a joke. I just thought,
Yeah.
just put 42.
Man, I thought it was infinite bounce. I was waiting when Sulagna said, I was just like, I get my first boy. And then went away. I'm like,
But you
oh.
remembered 42 after
47, 42.
Oh.
These were my two options. I went
Ah.
47 for Agent 47, ROM pop culture, and 42 for Hitchhikers.
Fun fact, this is the since this is the third quarterfinal second question, this is the 42nd question of the tournament also 20. That was my internal this thing. Like I was making and
Wow.
it was like 42 question. I'm like, let me make 42.
Oh, that's
Fantastic.
amazing.
you're connected with life, the universe, and everything.
everything.
KV.
Who got the 7 points?
No one.
Not even for 47 being
3 points.
close to
Even
42.
3 points.
No, no.
Little
3 to Sulagna for Hitchhikers. Now I'm coming back to Abish from Hitchhikers. We now go to world of comics. I'm talking about 2 comic book characters. Okay, X and Y's origin, their origin story, changed because of a rights issue. In the comic books, X and Y aid Magneto in his villainy, but with the X-Men split from the other Marvel entities due to movie studio rights, the production team behind this 2015 movie gave X and Y a different origin story. With no Magneto in the universe, because there's no Magneto in the Marvel universe, X and Y are test subjects for Hydra's Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. So who are X and Y? Essentially, X and Y have a different origin in the comic books. They are Magneto's aid in comic books, but since there was a rights issue between X-Men and Marvel, so for a certain 2015 movie, they had to show a different origin story for X and Y because they couldn't show Magneto, and it was a Marvel movie. So they showed X and Y's origin story as being test subjects for Hydra. Who are X and Y?
Whose chance is it?
This is a-
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Yes, that is correct. Full 10 points to Abish.
What?
Wow.
This is Quicksilver
Beauty.
and Scarlet Witch. Okay.
You say.
Siblings from MCU, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Talia, Talia. क्या confidence देख भाई.
Talia, Talia, everybody, Talia, Talia.
Wow.
What the hell?
Okay, 10 points to Abish. And now we go to Chirayu. Chirayu, I'm talking about a certain effect. The premise of the X effect is that individuals can significantly outperform his or her counterparts, no matter what their circumstance, if they simply decide to do so. Just like the protagonist of this eponymous work from 1925, who through sheer determination and motivation for the love of a woman was able to completely change his life, gain riches, and become a well-spoken gentleman. What is X? Essentially, there is a 1925 work, book, but has also been made in movies and everything, where the protagonist, through determination, motivation for the love of a woman, completely changed his life, became rich, became a well-spoken gentleman. And this is now named after this thing. There is an effect that says that individuals can outperform other people if they decide to do so. What work do you think we are talking about, or what is the effect, the X effect?
Making reels. Sorry.
Oh man, the second half of the question, absolute, agreed.
Damn.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Jose.
The question is, what is the X effect?
Yeah.
It's a deodorant.
Just the
The X effect.
protagonist name or work name is enough.
Sorry, work name.
Like this 1925 work that we are talking about, book that we are talking about,
Ah, okay.
which was also adapted in movies and everything.
Significantly outperform his or her counterparts no matter what the circumstance. I've got it. Deepak Kalal. Oh wait, where am I? Acha, wait, this is a pop culture quiz.
1925.
God,
I'm
so
happy
tough.
that वो था नहीं तो क्या करता है यार वो.
Who should nation will love a woman?
अरे यार.
God, sounds so familiar. It's like something that happened in my building last week or something. But I just who's that duck who swims around in gold and all? Mixed Scrooge? No, can't be him. I can't even pretend to know this, so I will try to guess. No, I pass.
Okay, passing to Sulagna.
Okay. Again, that same thing is happening to me. I know everything except for the name. Fitur ka original version. I'm forgetting the name of the English novel. Charles Dickens novel. Pip was the main character's name. और क्या बताऊं? I'm just forgetting the name of the novel. I don't
तू बोलते रहे, मैं नोट ले रहा हूँ, तू बोलते रहे, I'll decode it.
wait. Oh my God. Charles Dickens novel, very famous one. I know the entire story. Oh God. Just 2 minutes. कुछ क्या बता रहे केवी? नाम novel का?
Just नाम is enough. Novel नाम में character का नाम भी है, eponymous work. So,
Damn. This is gonna hurt so bad. यार फितूर नहीं चलेगा क्या? Wait. Gentleman something? No?
no. Going to Abish.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what? Till
Yeah.
Sulagna started speaking,
I should
I was
have.
very confident about an answer. I was going to deliver it with confidence also and smash it. And now that I read the second half, I don't know the answer. I don't want to waste your time because I already thought how I will perform the answer. So here is the answer that I think is the answer. Ready? Here's my confidence. The effect is called the game theory John Nash.
No.
See,
Okay,
the confidence is what mattered.
we'll take one more round. Make it a 5-point question. Start with Chirayu. So hint is, think of a 2013 movie with Leonardo DiCaprio playing this character. That's
मैं
it.
बोल फर्स्ट गो में बोलने वाला था गैट्सबी.
The Gatsby effect.
Oh shit! Oh
भाई,
yeah!
मुझे लगा कि मुझे जो फर्स्ट थॉट आता है वो आंसर हो ही नहीं सकता.
Gatsby effect.
I would have still not got it correctly. You would have had to say Amitabh Bachchan.
But now I
Yeah,
don't know which book was it about, KV? What is that
You-
book?
You were thinking of Great Expectations? I think?
Yes!
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It-
KV, where I was coming from, if you
Yeah.
go back, it was the opening where it's, that movie, that scene in the movie Game Theory where, Russell Crowe gets a band of boys to go inside. I'm like, yahi hai. Detail mein padha hi nahi.
Fun fact,
मैं
ये दीवाने कौन सी थी वो फिल्म? शिल्पा शेट्टी, अक्षय कुमार, सुनील शेट्टी.
धड़कन.
धड़क.
धड़कन. Yeah.
10 points to
10
KV for a
points
clear
to
answer.
Yes.
This was in my college का एग्जाम एंड मैंने धड़कन देख ली थी तो मतलब बुक क्यों पढ़ो, धड़कन तो देखी हुई है.
I must admit this show helps me to boost my confidence कि नहीं, मैं सही हूँ और मेरे को यही करना चाहिए. बाकी तो मैंने कॉमेडी करियर क्यों चूज किया ये सवालों को अवॉइड करने के.
Gatsby
Yeah,
effect is correct.
Gatsby.
Gatsby,
Chalo,
Great
I'm not feeling
Gatsby,
bad.
and
I was
25.
on completely wrong track.
Yeah, yeah. Gatsby had the same premise. Last correct answer was Gatsby effect by Chirayu. So this is Jose's direct. Jose, Brett Wicks, who designed the logo for this show. So I'm talking about a TV show. Originally thought this show, The X, was about singers. He felt it was important for the logo to overcome any preconceptions that the name might imply, which probably explains the gun in the now iconic logo. Which TV show are we talking about?
India's Got Talent. Give me a second. Let me think.
मैंने ये ट्रिक देखा, हम सब जब सोच रहे होते हैं ना आंसर, तब बोले भाई सारे लिस्ट बना लेते हैं जोक
बना
की.
ही दिया. बट सिर्फ मन में कर सकते सर, आप हाथ नीचे नहीं.
नीचे नहीं.
I thought this was going in the direction of the X Factor, and then y'all mentioned the gun.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna jump out my window.
Hmm.
If it's just see, this is how I got Kumar to admit it. It's not X Factor. वो हिला भी नहीं उधर. He's like, wait. I can't see his expressions. Huh. So now he's reacted to that slightly. Oh my God. Is it American Idol?
Not American Idol, going to Sulagna.
So the show is about singers, right?
The person who designed it thought it was for singers.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
For some reason, he thought it was about singers.
Oh, you confused us also.
America's Got Talent.
Going to Abish.
India's Got Talent. बोला था.
I mean, because it's a logo that's designed, it's of course by Mihir Lele. That's his white name.
Yes.
Currently. I'm gonna, so Bitpix, who designed the logo for the show, originally thought that the X. All right, I figured it out. Oh my God, I figured it out. I can't believe it. I figured it out.
Yes. If you're right, it's बहुत अच्छा लगेगा मुझे.
If I'm right, I'm gonna perform
Yeah.
it with confidence as well.
Wow.
La is bass. La is altos. Lo, I don't know, there's something else, but on the fourth is the soprano.
Beautiful crack. Thank you for
Thank
cracking
you.
it. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
I would
Thank
have
you.
guessed.
Yeah,
Please.
initially thought the
You're-
Sopranos was about singers, and that's why I put a gun in the logo.
Oh,
so that
what a
people don't
great
get
one that is.
confused. The
Ah.
Sopranos, and that
Woo.
has beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful crack. The Sopranos. Okay, going to Chirayu now. Chirayu, we are back to one of those exhaustive lists. So here I want two things from you. This is again an exhaustive list of 15 movies.
Bande haath.
You
That's
need
awesome.
to tell me two things. One is what do you think is common to these movies? And then tell me the two movies that are missing from this list. Let's go through this list chronologically. Bande Haath from 1973, Adalat from 76, Kasme Wade from 78, X, which is a movie from 78, then Great Gambler, Satya Pe Satta, Bemisal, Desh Premi, Mahan, Aakhri Rasta, तूफान, बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ, लाल बादशाह, then other movie that I want you to crack, Why, which came in 1999, and then Hum Kaun Hai. These are 15 movies. There is something specific that is common to these 15 movies.
एक तो अमिताभ बच्चन कॉमन है
Hmm.
सभी मूवीज में होपफुली
सर ने
मैं भी ये सब-
या कर दिया उन्होंने सर ऐसा किया उन्होंने You're on the right track.
Jose is not even looking at the PPT. He's got Kumar Varun pinned.
I'm checking all those little ticks around. When he starts twitching, na, I saw, then you know you're on the wrong track. He's like, कितना अच्छा लगता है when someone else is suffering,
Hmm.
you know? But when you are trying to figure out, you're like, ah.
काश उन्होंने एक्स और वाई नाम की पिक्चर की होती कितना इजी हो जाता अपने लिए I'm just gonna take a yes. तो X is Dawn और Y आप रख लो कोराम.
And what's the like common thing?
सब में सिंगल लीड नहीं है, कोई को एक्टर है ऑलमोस्ट.
ठीक है, I'll come back to you. Going to Jose.
Why would you do that? But I've got it. All these movies, like if you read them from 1 to 15, it's a story. So you start life में आपके हाथ बंधे हुए रहते हैं. Then आपको अदालत में लेके जाते हैं. Then उसके बाद you because you're so worried, आप कसमें खाने लगते हैं, वादे देने लगते हैं. X intermission. Then after that, great gambler, आप gambling, your life is a mess, so you start gambling. सट्टे पे सट्टा और कुछ नहीं है life में.
तो
और
जेल
ऐसे
में
करोगे तो life बेमिसाल हो जाता है. And then when you come back, you realize how much you love your country. देश प्रेमी बन जाते हैं आप. उसके बाद आप महान हो जाते हैं.
So obviously.
Yeah.
Of course.
And now as you're reaching the end of your life, वो आखिरी रास्ता आ जाता है और अचानक से you know the weather's unpredictable, तो तूफान आ जाता है. And साइड में जिनका घर टूट गया वो बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ साइड में पड़े रहते वहां पे. एक लाल बादशाह आके उनको हेल्प कर देते हैं. Why? Exactly. They are also asking why you're helping us. We don't know you.
और
And
end
then
में
they're all
वो-
standing in the road saying हम कौन है. So that's my terrible guess. What are we connecting exactly over here?
What are we doing? My question is that
Honestly.
entire bit.
Yeah, I was just buying time. Now I'll
Honestly,
ask-
when
For
KVizzing-
whom you weren't thinking, none of us were thinking. Who are you buying time for?
when KV started writing
KV.
points, मैंने बोला ये सच तो नहीं है क्या?
नहीं.
No
तो
one
fun
would be
point
more
पे दे रहा
shocked than I. Connect this exhaustive list. My God. Do they all have the same producer?
No. Going to Sulagna.
I like to use that guess whenever you don't
You're
know
not
anything.
going to tell us what track, like how much Chirayu was correct, nothing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Is X Dawn and Y Major Sahab and Amitabh Bachchan?
So Amitabh Bachchan is the exhaustive. No, but Amitabh Bachchan has done so many movies. Okay, going to Abish.
Oh, exhaustive. Yeah, exhaustive. No.
Connect
Going
this
to-
exhaustive list and ID X and Y. See,
Very
I
exhaustive.
mean, सबने of course thanks to Chirayu X तो सबने Dawn पकड़ ही लिया है. तो मतलब वो मैं place कर रहा हूँ अभी के लिए.
Dawn को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन.
Well, but उसमें वो multi leads नहीं है. That's there. So 78 में और कोई फिल्म निकली थी जो वो border में तो अमिताभ बच्चन wasn't there, no?
नहीं.
Border 99 में निकली थी.
हाँ.
Guys.
Simmer.
Oh wait, is the connection that these are all multi-star films and Y is Border and X is
Damn.
78 में what was this collective movie that came? Jani bhi do yaro. Boom. Give me the points.
No. Okay, we'll start again. Now I'll tell you, Chirayu gets bulk of the points. The connect has something to do with Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, but something to do with it's quite obvious. But what connect lies is yet to be discovered. So we'll hold on to that. X is Dawn. So Chirayu gets point for that also.
Okay.
Okay. Now all we need to crack is Y. So I'll tell you the connect. The connect is these are all movies where Amitabh Bachchan has a double role. These are the movies where there are two Amitabh Bachchans. Okay, whether it's The Great Gambler, Satya Pe Satta, Dawn, Bade Miyan
Kahani?
Chote Miyan, Aakhari Rasta. Mahan has an asterisk because Mahan he has 3 roles.
यहाँ
Now
हमें
all I
एक
need.
role नहीं मिलता
So,
है अमिताभ बच्चन के
मेरा
15
मेरा
role में
chance है
Yes. Now Chirayu only for Y.
सूर्यवंशम.
Yes,
Suryavansham. That is correct. We are talking about
nice.
Teamwork, guys.
Dawn
Yes.
and Suryavansham.
Doing
Wow.
great.
सबको 0.3 points देने चाहिए.
So you only got, nobody added anything after you, like nothing extra between.
अरे
Wow,
वो
but-
जोक्स वाले पॉइंट के लिए ये सारी लाइनें बोल.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
So you got Dawn in the first half, which for 4-3 there for Dawn. You also got Amitabh track and you got Suryavansham after this. So 7 to you, Chirayu, overall. 7 points to you.
ये
And I go to Jose now for the next direct.
I
Unfortunate.
guess.
Yes, Jose, I'm talking about a certain movie and a director. The character of Vincent Vega in the movie X was written for Michael Madsen. The director of the movie Y specifically wrote a number of roles in this film for chosen actors, including Samuel Jackson, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, and Amanda Plummer. But nothing compared to his dedication to having Michael Madsen play Vincent Vega. Madsen, who knew of Y's plans and said he wanted to do the part, dropped out 2 weeks before the script was finished to star in a movie called Wyatt Earp. Tell me which movie are we talking about and who is the director?
I can't tell you what I had for lunch today, bro. How? Yeah. Is Jeff Bridges in this equation?
No.
Sorry, I'm much older than I look.
I want the movie and the director, basically, with character called Vincent Vega in the movie. And there are other hints like Samuel Jackson, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth.
Judua? No, can't be.
That's the
I,
previous question.
I have no idea, really. Clearly, I pass.
Okay, passing to Sulagna.
What the hell? Sulagna, you have it written already?
No. Is it Tarantino and Reservoir Dogs?
I'll come back to you. Abish?
Damn.
I mean, because Sulagna gave me the biggest clue, I would say the answer is Tarantino and Django.
Going to Chirayu.
Thank
ये
you.
अच्छा है ना
Thank you.
टैरेंटिनो ने खुद 9-10 पिक्चर ही बनाई है सब लोग एक
एक उठा लो.
हम लोग मिल बांट के ये क्विज कर रहे हैं guys.
जैकी ब्राउन टैरेंटिनो और
Okay, so part points to Sulagna for Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino is Y. I'll just take one round for the movie X. Okay, we'll start with Jose. Think of a Tarantino famous movie where you have Samuel Jackson and Harvey Keitel and Tim Roth and not Michael Madsen. That's why it can't be Reservoir Dogs because he was there in Michael.
Yeah.
Kill Bill?
Not Kill Bill. Going to Sulagna.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Which I
oh,
did.
you deserve all of it.
And Quentin
job.
Tarantino.
I just got confused. Pulp Fiction.
Quentin Tarantino and Pulp Fiction. So Sulagna will get 5 for Tarantino and 2.5 for Pulp Fiction. So I'll just make it simple and give her 8. So 8 to Sulagna for Pulp Fiction and Quentin Tarantino.
I have written proof, guys, of my stupidity.
Because for
Okay.
me, I didn't know anything. I was just like Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, got it. Thank you for Tarantino. The next option.
एक तो उसने साथ में पिक्चर भी बहुत सारी की है,
सोफी
तो
बहुत गाली
Yeah.
दे रही होगी भी मुझे देखते देखते.
Yeah.
Hi Sophie, sorry.
Yeah.
इतना नहीं पता तेरे को.
Okay, going to Abish now, coming back here to India now. Again, a director and a movie. The director Y apparently does not like his film X. He had never anticipated its success as well. Now I'm quoting him from an interview. He says, I don't like the film anymore. The screenplay is very faulty at certain times. I don't know a girl going into Dash Hotel will still not realize what she's talking about. In many places, I have not directed the actors very well, and I especially feel that about Dash. I know that it has been appreciated, and it's great that it has been appreciated. I would never say all this before the film was released, but almost everything in this movie needs an overhaul. I want the film and the director. I've also added an extra hint that the director made his acting debut in a 2004 Anurag Kashyap movie. So there's a director who has also acted in an Anurag Kashyap movie from 2004. This is one of his famous movies, and he is finding fault from his own movie, where he says that the screenplay is faulty at certain times. For instance, I don't know, a girl going into Dash Hotel will still not realize what she's talking about, etc., etc., etc. Tell me the movie and the director.
Yes. But the movie did well.
The movie did well. Yeah. The movie is a
Oh.
famous movie.
Of course, whoever is next is gonna get it. So
Really?
I don't know. One second.
जब हम सब मिलके खेल ही रहे हैं तो प्लीज पास कर दो.
I'm just telling you the hint also. Probably you know this. What's it?
Teamwork, guys. Come on.
X needs to know. Wait, you guys are so excited. Okay, I'm making me nervous. I know you're getting it. I'll give you.
I don't know, yaar. It's very tough.
Hotel, Gold Hotel. Anurag Kashyap, movie director, actor. Which director acted in?
This kind of describes another film which should have gone to the Oscars, in my opinion. Says in many places, I've not directed the actors very well, and I especially felt that about Dash. I know that it's been appreciated. It's great that it's been appreciated. Deshdrohi.
Beauty.
You know what?
Needs an overhaul and everything.
अभी scheme पता चल गया.
Yeah, you know what? Dignifiedly, I shall not pass, but I'll give you an answer. I would say, fucking Bombay Velvet Karan Johar, just because. Next.
No, going to Chirayu.
Director इम्तियाज अली
Okay.
और जब वी मेट.
Yes, perfect answer. We are talking about
Yes.
Jab We Met.
And
Imtiaz Ali.
2004 film is Black
Bruh.
Friday.
2004 is Black Friday. He said,
Oh,
I don't know, a girl going into decent hotel will still not realize what she's talking about. Talking about Imtiaz Ali and Jab We Met. Okay, full 10 points to Chirayu on that.
Beauty.
Okay, that brings us to the end of first half. Quick score check. Abish with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and Sopranos is on 20 points.
dude, yes.
Chirayu with 2 points on Kishore Kumar, 5 on Gatsby
Gatsby.
Effect, 7 on Amitabh Bachchan Double Roll, Dawn, Suryavansham, and full 10 on Imtiaz Ali and Jab We Met is on 24 point, 20 and 24.
Wow.
Jose is yet to start scoring, but we have entire second half left. Sulagna has 8 on Kishore Kumar Filmfare Award. She also has 8 on Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino, and 3 on 42 being like Hitchhiker Funda, 42. So Sulagna is on 19. So very close, Matt. So far, Chirayu leading with 24. Right behind is Abish with 20.
Yeah.
Right behind Sulagna on 19.
Rigged.
Right behind with Jose
Sorry.
on 0.
Sub rigged. क्या?
हम सब rigged light use कर रहे हैं. That's what you
Nice.
Look, I'm terrible at this, so I'm going to be playing as Abish.
Okay, the order now is Sulagna, Jose, Chirayu, Abish. Okay.
Can I just say, you look less like Abish, more like Suresh Menon right now.
Oh, God.
Okay, the order is Sulagna, Jose, Chirayu, Abish. This is Sulagna's direct. Sulagna, I Wanna Thank Me is an album by a guy, X, and released by Doggy Style Records in 2019.
Oh, God.
The album cover references this painting that you see. This is a 1903 painting called A Friend in Need, which itself is a part of a painting series called Dogs Playing Poker by Cassius Marcellus Coolidge. Tell me the artist.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is correct. 10 points there to Sulagna. It is
Nah,
Snoop
nah,
Dogg.
nah.
Thank me for working
Yeah.
hard. I want to thank me for taking no days off.
Dear Quizmaster, why is it that when the question starts with me, it goes round at least twice, but when it starts with Sulagna, वही खत्म हो जाता है.
ये थोड़ा easy वाला मिल गया, frankly.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is correct. 10 points to Sulagna. Now we go to Jose. Okay, we're talking about someone. She made her debut with the film CID in 1956
I
and
was there.
followed. Yes, and
Oh.
followed it up with other Guru Dutt films
इतने टाइम से
such
चल
as,
रहा है CID.
such as Pyasa, Chaudhary Ka Chand, and Sahab Bibi aur Gulam. In her career spanning 50 years, she has received numerous awards. She won an Academy Award for a 1982 film. She has also won 2 National Film Awards in 1991 for Lekin and in 2002 for Lagan. Who are we talking about?
Why you guys look at me like that? I mean, don't look down on me. Is the answer look, clearly I know nothing about anything. And this is more KV's fault than mine. You know, I just want to say that. But is the answer Gracie Singh?
You're stuck in Deshdrohi, I must say.
Yeah, what a great connect. Yeah.
वो
Gracie
लगान
Singh.
का फीमेल लीड याद करूं तो सिर्फ 2 ही नाम आते हैं इसलिए.
Okay. Okay, passing to Chirayu.
Bol answer, Abhi.
नहीं सोच.
Okay, Chirayu.
वहीदा रहमान.
No, going to Abish.
No.
I don't know her name,
Hmm.
but she plays everyone's mother. She's Mother India. I don't know, like, name wise. So
No,
I
no,
will just say Indian mother.
not
Pass.
Indian. But going to Sulagna.
Mother India, by the way. Me? It's my turn?
Yes.
I know who she is. I just don't remember the name. She won the Oscar for being a costume designer on Gandhi.
Hmm.
And she's been a costume designer all these years. I'm just forgetting. मैं
Okay.
इस quiz में part points ही लेती रहूंगी मुझे लगता है.
At least you're getting points.
Okay, so
You're
we'll
playing like drama.
quickly take a round, and if no one gets the name right, I'll just give some points to Sulagna and close this. So this is the hint which Sulagna already gave. We are talking about the first Indian to have ever won an Oscar for costume design in Gandhi, and obviously for Lagan and a lot of stuff. So we'll just take one round quickly from Jose to see if someone gets. Otherwise, I'll just give part to Sulagna and close. Jose.
कुछ माइक में
देशद्रोही की costume designer कौन थी?
I can tell you that. Whoever was available that day.
Pantaloons.
There's a shot where they're wearing the same clothes in that film. I don't know why I know so much about Deshdrohi and nothing about anything else. I can't pretend to know the answer. Anything to do with Pai Lagu?
And Rima Lagu, no. Chirayu.
नहीं pass. I don't know. the
Abish.
name.
No, thank you.
Sulagna.
Still where I am.
I think one more round of this where we all say we don't have no idea.
Okay, no, I'll close this. The answer is Bhanu Athaiya.
Yes.
This is one of those things, but yeah, Sulagna got the funda right and no one got the name right. So I'm giving 4 to Sulagna for this,
Nice.
for the costume designer Gandhi part, but we are talking about Bhanu Athaiya. Okay, which means the next
Isse-
correct will be to Jose. Jose, I'm talking about a certain comedian and a chat show host. And it's not Abish Matthew, just as well as being hugely successful as a comedian and a chat show host. X is also an award-winning author, having been awarded the Sunday Times bestseller and winner of the Irish Post Popular Fiction Award for his third novel, Home Stretch, which was published in 2020. His first novel, Holding, was published in 2017, And his second novel, A Keeper, also a Sunday Time bestseller, was published in 2019. X also has two autobiographies. The first is called So Me and was published in 2004, while his second, titled The Life and Loves of a He-Devil, first came out in 2014. In 2010, he also had his columns from his Daily Telegraph advice pages printed into a book called Ask Dash. Who are we talking about? Essentially, which comedian, chat show host, and also an author are we talking about?
अभी वो टैरेंटिनो जैसा ही ट्राई करते हैं सारे जो है ना.
Kumar, I
सबका
just want to say that you didn't have to mention that, of course, this is not me, because the question has hugely successful.
I wanted to
written
double
in
it, but I was like, no. wait.
I would have given you 1 point.
When I said not, we started reading, and I'm like, should I do that?
Excuse me.
Oof.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Not Jimmy Kimmel going to Chirayu.
Jay Leno.
Not Jay Leno going to Abish.
Irish. Just let's go around David Letterman. Boom.
Not Letterman going to Sulagna.
अरे
As
कोई
usual,
लिख-
I'm confused between two. Is it
कोई
Graham Norton?
It is Graham Norton. Yes. 10 points. We are talking about British. Irish.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
so Daily
Oh
Telegraph.
my
and
God.
Irish. Should not
Ah,
have
well
gone to
done.
the US.
Good
Graham
one.
Norton. Yes.
मेरे को नहीं पता
Also,
था ये
He
comedy करता है.
Devil. Oh, yes, of
Yeah.
course. Now I
उधर
can
का
pretend.
paper
Thank
नहीं
God
मिलता ना
I
इधर.
didn't say Conan just because it's orange hair. I thought maybe he's Irish.
I was, because of the Irish thing, threw me off. Well done, sir. Well
Graham
done.
Norton. 10 points there to Sulagna. And I go to Jose again for the next question. Jose, now I'm talking about a
Unfortunate.
1990s movie, a cult classic. In the mid 1990s, writer Kevin Williamson and director Wes Craven teamed up for a movie about a string of murders in a small California town. And in the process, reinvented the slasher genre.
Nightmare on
scene-
Elm Street.
Not Nightmare on Elm Street.
What? इतना confidence के साथ क्यों किया मेरे साथ?
Cynical audience who thought they could see everything coming. Funny, scary, and full of wonderful stylists. Nourishes from its writer, director, and cast. X is a modern horror classic that changed the subgenre forever. Which 96 cult classic are we talking about? Jose said Nightmare on Elm Street, which is incorrect. Going to Chirayu.
Scream.
Scream. That is correct. 10 points there to
Well
Chirayu.
played, sir.
Scream. 1990.
Slasher.
Nice.
Scream.
Thank God you got it, because I was going to say, of course, scary movie.
मैं वही बोलने वाला था लेकिन फिर पढ़ा के अच्छी
ये funny बोल के ना तुमने बिल्कुल throw off किया है.
These young people and
स्क्रीम
their
फनी
films.
कैसे थी मेरे को लोग मर रहे हो funny.
Chirayu gets 10 points for Scream. Next direct will be Abish's. Abish. Wings is a 1927 American silent film. The film stars Clara Bow, Charles Rogers, and Richard Allen. Rogers and Allen portray First World War pilots in a romantic rivalry over a woman. Now, this film is known for being the first film to achieve something. Just tell me, what is the claim to fame of this movie called Wings? Like, what is its the first achievement? What is that achievement?
The first film to achieve aerial shots
No.
in films.
No. Passing to
No.
Sulagna.
I was so confident that was the answer. Oh. Is this the original story for Deshdrohi? Sorry.
Now I have to watch Deshdrohi. I've been pretending all this while. What the hell is a Deshdrohi?
मेरे पास डीवीडी पड़ा है.
Oh my.
The actors are actually flying the planes.
No. Passing to Jose.
First film. No. That can't be. I was going to say first film to do their own live action stunts. No change on his face.
I knew it.
Nice strategy. I was going to say nice.
First film. First film to go in color.
No. Going to Chirayu.
I'm just taking a guess. First film to use real World War planes?
No. Okay. We'll start again with Abish. This movie is basically the first to win something. We'll start with Abish. What achievement do you think Wings was the first to do? First
I
film to
mean-
win something.
Audience ka pyar.
I mean, let's start it. I'll start with the obvious. You guys take the next award, next
you, sir.
award,
Thank
next
you for
award,
your
next award,
service.
okay.
Great
So I-
sacrifice.
I would say I'll start with the obvious pop culture one. I would say the first film to ever. I don't even know when the award started, but to win an Oscar. There
Yes,
you go.
that
Next.
is correct.
Oh,
Wings is the first film to have won an Oscar. The first movie that won
What a
the
reaction.
Academy Award
picture.
for Best Picture.
I was applying for the most fun answer.
Yeah.
I
अरे
got
मुझे लगा आप 100 करोड़ या ऐसा कुछ बोलोगे कॉमेडी के लिए.
President's Award.
अरे सर ये वाला पिक्चर यूज करना चाहिए था ना जिसमें दिख रहा है उधर. ये नहीं दिख रहा था पहले. अरे यार.
First movie to win Academy Award. for Best
Oscars
Picture.
are rigged.
wow.
Okay, now going to
पर
Sulagna.
इसमें
This
तो
is
2 आदमी थे, 1 आदमी नहीं था, sorry.
nice. Going to Sulagna for one of those like deducible, nice, one of my favorite kind of question. So essentially, this is the ranking of 10 best fictional TV and movie American presidents. Okay, this is a Golder by ranking of 10 best fictional TV and movie American presidents. There are 4 unknowns. We'll come to that. You need to tell me all 4. On rank 10, there is Jeff Bridges. Hi, Jose. He's back. Jeff Bridges as Jackson Evans, the contender from 2000. Then there is Billy Bob Thornton from Love Actually, 2003. Then there is Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Selina Meyer from Veep. On rank 7 is Bill Pullman as Thomas J. Whitmore from Independence Day, 1996. Then there is, of course, Peter Sellers as Merkin Muffley from Dr. Strangelove, 1964. Rank 5 is Dennis Haysbert as David Palmer in 24. On rank 4 is Kevin Kline as Dave Kovich from Dave, 1993. Now comes the first unknown. Actor X as James Marshall, that's the character name, from the movie Y from 1997. This is for 6 points. On rank 2 is another actor, Z, who plays Jed Bartlett from a series called A, 1999 to 2006 for 4 points. And on rank 1 is Michael Douglas as Andrew Shepard from The American President, 1995. So tell me rank 2 and 3, the show in 2 and the movie from 3 and the 2 actors.
Number 3, is it Harrison Ford, Air Force One?
Okay.
And 2 is that series I need.
How old were we in 2006, Vese?
I was in my 40s.
Got it.
And it's a show, I'm forgetting the name. Okay, pass. Only one name.
Okay, so 6 points to Sulagna for rank 3. Harrison Ford is correct and Air Force One is correct. I'm going to Jose only for rank 2, the actor and the TV show from 1999 to 2006, where the actor plays President Jed Bartlett.
Was he a good president? It's not.
One of the 10 best presidents.
No, as in, did he play a good president or was he a good president in the film? Like in Independence Day, Bill Pullman is a good president.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to distract KV. Got the answer? Jaldi bol. हाँ.
1999.
No hablo presidente. मला माहिती नाही.
Okay, passing to Chirayu,
नहीं, no idea. Pass.
passing to Abish.
Yeah, pass.
Okay, we'll take one more round starting with Sulagna. Okay, I'll give out A. A is West Wing. So we are talking about the West Wing.
Ew.
So
Knew it.
now all I need is the guy who plays like the president on West Wing, like the main guy. We'll take a quick round. If no one gets it, we'll close with Sulagna on 6 points.
Okay, pass because I was confused about West Wing. President तो मुझे पता ही नहीं है, but West Wing, I was trying to remember West Wing.
Okay. Jose, any guesses on who plays President Bartlett on West Wing?
Not really, but I'm why I don't know why I'm thinking of Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber. Maybe it's about me. Jeff Dunham? No.
No. Passing to
Sorry, sir.
Chirayu. Yeah.
अमिताभ बच्चन तो नहीं तो पास
Passing to Abish.
Bye. No, thank you. No. Pass. Take. Close it.
Okay. No, this is Martin Sheen who plays President Bartlett on West Wing, and Sulagna got Harrison Ford and Air Force One. So 6
Oh.
points to Sulagna there.
चलने की Air Force One है मेरे पास बताओ.
You know, half of our friends were watching this right now, and on the WhatsApp group, they're like, "These guys, have you not seen West? One of the best written shows?" And all of that is going to be happening. So I'm excited to see the
इसीलिए-
WhatsApp group after.
इसीलिए ट्रिक है never make friends. Okay.
Yeah. Look, I'm an intellectual. I was going to watch West Wing, but then Love is Blind season 3 had started. So I was like, oh God.
मेरा भी बिग बॉस का टाइम हो रहा है.
Okay, no problem, guys. Just 3 more questions. Sulagna got
अरे नहीं है बिग बॉस नहीं देख रहा.
सर हमें नंबर से प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. किससे जाना?
Okay, Jose, you're direct. On more than one occasion, Barack Obama has cited X as one of his favorite TV shows. Interestingly, during the 2008 presidential election, the show's greatness was one of the few things that both John McCain and Obama could agree on, with McCain mentioning this show alongside Seinfeld as his personal favorite. And Obama's favorite character from the show, it's pretty much everyone's favorite character. The gay, drug dealer robbing, criminal code having, Robin Hooding, stick-up boy, Omar. So Omar is the character name.
I
That's not
watched
an-
like 10 shows with this character. I'm just kidding.
And Obama said that's not an endorsement. He's not my favorite person, but he's a fascinating character, the toughest, baddest guy on the show. Which show do you think we are talking about?
Oh God. Oh God. Obama sir ने बोला है, publicly बोला है. मेरे को पता है नहीं. Oh God. I have a lot of backlog basically in the shows department. West Wing for sure now. Community?
Not Community, going to Chirayu.
Jose, you and I were thinking same.
We
So I'm
were,
glad
huh?
you took the
I
bullet.
feel like he mentioned community at some point in his life. Oh, he was like, we should be a community.
No idea. Pass.
Okay, going to Abish.
I shall pass.
Passing to Sulagna.
I know when the answer comes, we'll all be like, what the hell? But
Yeah, we'll be like, अरे वही हमें वही बोलने वाला था भाई. Deshdrohi, the series. God, why can't I
Pass,
remember?
sorry.
Okay, we'll take another round, make it a 5-point question. I'll give you some hints about the show. So the show is a show that came out in 2000, so 2002 to 2008, okay, that's the first clue. It's an HBO show. It's about a show which is based in the city of Baltimore, with about the cops and drugs and everything. The reason Obama is a hint is that many of the main characters are also black, so it's one of those shows which has many black characters compared to many other mainstream shows which didn't have as many black characters. And last hint would be it's
Prison drama.
I got it.
it's okay, I'll stop. It's
Come
a
on.
it's a two-word answer, two-word answer of the show. Like the name is 2 word.
It's my turn.
No, Jose's turn.
Victory dance.
चलो इसको already पता है मैं oh my God, it's not The Shield.
Not The Shield, going to Chirayu.
No idea. So just taking a wild guess. Beverly Hills Cops.
CID बोलना चाहिए.
No. Going to Abish.
All right, yo, I don't want to brag, but
वो सुर में आंसर दो ना.
I'm not gonna say, yeah, सुर में. देखिए, I won't say is it. I'm just going to say it is The
Wow.
Wire.
It is The Wire.
The
Yes,
Wire! Oh my
it is
god!
The Wire.
ये
Thank you.
Honestly,
Yes.
मेरे को पता था. मैं बोलने ही वाला. Oh my
The Wire.
god!
The-
What an amazing show.
yeah.
You know, the first answer I was thinking is say Key and Peele, and then Abish, don't embarrass yourself
Same.
more than this. And then I
Oh,
was
हो
like,
चुका है पिछले क्विज में.
मुझे लगा था ऐसे हो गया होगा. So
The Wire. The Wire, widely considered to be one of the greatest shows ever made.
Agreed.
5 points there to Abish, which brings us to Sulagna. Sulagna, now we are talking about an iconic song. From show, we move to song. The song Y was written by X at the same desk at which Ian Fleming wrote his James Bond novels, because X was staying at Fleming's property GoldenEye in Jamaica following the breakdown of his first marriage. In 2019, BMI declared this song the most played song in radio history. In America, this song was the biggest hit of 1983, according to Billboard's year-end chart. It stayed at number 1 for 8 weeks, longer than any other song that year. In fact, Michael Jackson's Billie Jean was number 2 with a 7-week stay. Also, this is one of the most misinterpreted songs ever. The song is actually about an obsessive stalker, but it sounds like a love song. Which iconic song are we talking about?
गाड़ी वाला आया घर से कचरा निकल. गाड़ी.
हाँ. गोल्डन पे बैठ के इस गाना में से. Oh.
If I was to giggle, hee hee, would I be going in the right direction? Oh, this is not allowed. I'm so sorry. I'm breaking the rule. I'll keep my hands up. He's like, Saleh, sawal mat pooch. Maar dalega. Oh, I must be on the right track because he's refusing to make eye contact now. Look at me. Look into my eyes, KV. Jaboom. Hee hee.
So 83 का biggest hit है ना ये?
Yeah.
Is it the man with the golden gun?
No, passing to Jose.
Rich stalker.
rich stock.
Why can't I remember? Okay, I'm gonna guess. I mean, I've been wrong 100% of the time. ये अलग थोड़ी ना होने वाला है. But I'm not sure if I can remember the name of the song. Was it a Michael Jackson song? Hey baby, baby with the high heels on.
No, not.
He's
not
right. He's just misheard the lyrics. Okay.
Michael
Going to-
Jackson.
Going to Chirayu.
नो आइडिया. मैं तो 93 में पैदा हुआ था तो
Okay.
No idea.
Going
Pass,
to
pass.
Abish.
All right. The lyrics go like this, okay? हर सांस जो आप लेते हैं,
वाह वाह. आहा.
हर हिलते जो हैं आप, जब भी हिलते हैं,
Oh my God.
मैं देखता है.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Every
Beautiful.
breath
I'm
you
just,
take,
I'm
that's
just,
the police.
I'll not even wait for the answer. Beautifully done.
Wow.
Every breath you
पता
take.
है नहीं
10 points
लिरिसिस्ट
by Abish.
घाटों को ऊपर से गया था जमैका लेकिन
Every breath you take, I'll be watching you, which is about an obsessive stalker and not really a romantic song.
ये तीनों ने
I
साथ
had
में
no
लिखा है सर.
idea this James Bond का गाना. Wow.
और कितना layering. They call the police also.
Believe it or not, that was right before this, like till this question, we didn't know who the two semi-finalists were. So once we see the score, you'll know how important this question was.
Oh
But we'll-
damn.
We'll
I
get
can
back to
tell you who isn't.
तो
You
Okay,
know some
it's
real answer.
time for score. Abish had 20 in the first half. Then in the second half, he got
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
5 for first best picture Oscar, the Wings, and he got 5 for The Wire, and then he got 10 for Every Breath You Take. So 20 plus 20, Abish ends on 40. Okay. So obviously Abish was on 30 before Every Breath You Take. Chirayu had 24 in the first half, and he got 10 for Scream in the second half. So Chirayu was on 34 and Chirayu is still on 34. So if When Abish got Every Breath You Take, he overtook Chirayu and he reached 40.
मेरा वाला skip कर देना KV. Skip
Sure.
कर देना.
Okay, going to Sulagna. Sulagna had 19 in the first half. In the second half, she got 10 for Snoop Dogg, 4 for Bhanu Athaiya Funda, 10 for Graham Norton, and 6 for Harrison Ford and Air Force One. She has 30 in the second half. Sulagna ends on 49, and Sulagna is the winner of the third quarter final.
Deserved.
Thank you.
Sulagna qualifies for semi-final.
I didn't want tiebreaker.
She was at least in the same universe of the question that you asked. I mean, like.
And the second person to qualify for semi-final is the first runner-up of this quarterfinal, Abish Matthew with 40.
Yay! High five.
Are you saying that me and Chirayu? ठीक है.
And Chirayu
देखो,
came very close
मैं-
to qualify.
मैं खुश हूँ क्योंकि मैं पिछले 3 एपिसोड का मिला के इतना पॉइंट नहीं है मेरे पास. I'm very happy.
Chirayu was leading till like the last. So Chirayu, well done, 34, almost
Thank you,
qualified.
thank you.
Now comes the fun participant award. I'll take some time to add and all. But Abish has 12 points on the fun participant scorecard. 12. Chirayu has also 12. Okay, crazy.
Tiebreaker.
इसमें टाई ब्रेकर करना है.
इसमें चाहिए था.
Sulagna has 7 points there. 7. Okay.
Tallying कर रहे सर. कुछ टोल
और
बोल.
Without doubt, it's
अविश
the
का होता है
highest.
7 करोड़.
Jose has 36 points on fun
Oh.
participant. This is unheard of.
I would like to thank my
Like in the
Abish.
last quarterfinal,
Unheard
अरे होते भाई
quarter
36 हो गए.
last quarterfinal, if I add all 4 participants, the fun point is 12. Okay, 12. First quarterfinal, if I add everything, it's still like, so it's like 3 times full panel.
If you're
Jose
not
भाई,
seeing anyone, KV, I think we
गेम
Yeah,
खत्म हो
come,
गया.
come.
अभी वो पॉइंट्स नहीं दे रहे. आप
Come,
40
come,
पे
come.
जाना.
बंद कर.
Jose, thank you so much for being part of this and without
Thank
doubt
you.
being the funnest participant in the history of quizzing as expected. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Always.
I am. I'll always show up for consolation prizes. I've won them at many parties, dancing, and like Thank you.
Okay, but thank you so much, Chirayu and Jose. And
Thank you,
I'll
guys.
see you in semis, Abish and Sulagna. Congratulations. Thank
Congrats, Sulagna, Abish.
Thank you.
हम लोग
Thank
का
you.
नाम रोशन करना.